Well, welcome from Healthy Living Oily Blessings. I'm here today with my really good friend Janet, and we're walking buddies, and we actually walked. My phone said 4.5 miles.
Oh, really?
So usually my phone is off about a half mile, so I'm guessing we did almost 5 by the time we ran back to the car.
Yes,
and
that's
back.
right.
So that was exciting. So we have our 5-mile walk in this morning. So that was really exciting. Janet and I love to just chat and walk while we're exercising, and so she's my walking buddy and keeps me on target. So today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be working on smell therapy. And so what we have to do is for smell therapy, you have to retrain your sense of smell to come back. And so it's not necessarily something that you're going to walk out of here today and say, oh, yay, I have my sense of smell. It doesn't work that fast. I wish it did. But it's a process. It's a process to actually retrain your brain to smell again. And so it's really important because right now during COVID, there's so many people that are struggling because they've lost their sense of smell. And because they lost that sense of smell, they can't, number one, I don't need to tell you, you can't taste any food.
Right.
But it affects, especially for younger people, it really affects their attitude and their emotions as well, because when they can't smell, they can't identify being with somebody else. And we don't think about being able to recognize somebody's smell, but it's true. And so it's causing a lot of depression. So we're going to just walk you through the process today, and Janet will get to take home her little samples and practice on them at home. And so you want to do this morning and night. Okay. And so the first one we're going to start with, it's going to key in on it's kind of funny, but it will key in on it's 5 oils that we're going to be using today. And it's going to key on all the different taste buds.
Okay.
And so if you smell something, let me know. If you don't, it's okay. What we're going to do is we're going to start with peppermint. Okay. This is a nice fresh brandy peppermint. Okay. So we're going to put about 5 drops in here. Soak in for a minute. I can smell it from here. Okay, so when you smell this, what you want to do is just breathe completely through your nose, and then let it go way down into your lungs. So just like when we're taking a nice deep breath while we're walking, just take a long deep breath in about just on a count of 5. Let's try 5 at first. So count to 5, and you can just count to yourself. And inhale through your nose.
More than smell, I can feel the aroma. I can sense the aroma.
Yes.
Like naphtha, kind of like you get with that kind of thing. It's a different, I'm sure it's a different smell, but you might even notice it in your eyes. Oh.
Because because Young Living Essential Oils are therapeutic grade, they actually work on the molecular level. And so what is happening is as you're inhaling that, it's going right to your olfactory gland in your brain. And so your olfactory gland is kind of making some readjustments with it. So we'll do that 5 times.
Okay. That was 4.
Mm-hmm.
I do feel it in my eyes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, just a little not even a tingle, but just a little something.
Yes, because, well, you know, our glands are all kind of interconnected, especially our facial glands.
Yeah.
So your nose will go right to your eyes.
Yeah.
And that's why when we cry, of course, our nose starts running. Or if we're having an allergic reaction to something in the air, our eyes will run, and so our nose runs. And so it kind of works together. So that was the peppermint. Okay, now this is lemongrass. So we had the peppermint, which is, it will help open up your breathing passages. Okay, now this is lemongrass. So this is a citrusy one.
I do smell the citrus.
Ah, good. Do the same thing 5 times.
Now, will I do this in exactly the same order?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll put the numbers on the lid so peppermint's always first. Peppermint is awakening. And you might feel different after you do it. Even though you can't smell them, just your whole overall person, it'll be interesting to see how you feel. And this is lemongrass. Now you can do it with regular lemon oil, but I find that the lemongrass actually is a little bit stronger than lemon. Lemon and lemongrass are both detoxifying. So one of the benefits of using this one as your to inhale is it's actually helping your body to detox.
Okay.
And some of the problem with this is that, especially even with the COVID, is that there are toxins that are in our bodies. And so that's kind of blocking some of those. Okay. So that's lemon. All right. The next one we're going to do is going to be a spicy one. Okay. And this one is clove. And again, I'm putting 5 drops in here. Oy.
Oh, gosh.
Goodness. There we go. Okay. Do the same thing.
Now that one I can smell.
Can you smell that one? Okay. Janet was telling me that you lost your scent of smell many, many, many years ago because of sinus infections that you had had.
I think so.
You think that's what it's from. So it's been kind of a lingering process. So it wasn't from COVID, but it was from a sinus infections, which is common because that's the same, this is our sinus cavity. And so if our sinus cavity, you know, if you've had infections in there, it can leave scar tissue in there, or scarring. And so we're going to see if we can retrain it so that you can smell again. And this one might make your eyes water as well. Because clove is very, very strong. So you notice that a couple of these are actually in our Thieves product. Clove, the lemon, and then also eucalyptus will be in it. So clove, lemon, eucalyptus, rosemary is actually in Thieves as well. And then there's one more, eucalyptus. I set them out of order, so I have trouble. Cinnamon. And so this is the spicy one. Okay, so you have this spicy scent. Okay.
It smells like a good cake.
Ah, good. Very good. So you have your spice scent.
Yeah,
I must. You must have that one. Okay. So now this is the Floral. And now I do not have rose oil. Our rose oil is not in my budget right now because it takes 10,000 petals to make 1 5 milliliter. And so we have to charge for that. I am working on it. I'm saving some for that. but the geranium works very well because this is the floral scent. And so rose is amazing. Oh my gosh. And rose has the highest frequency, and so which is one of the other reasons why that it is so beneficial for us, because as you know, that I was saying, stop and smell the roses, there's actually logic to that, because it's very, very beneficial for us to stop and smell the roses. It raises our body frequency. When our body frequency is higher, then we're going to be able to stay stronger and healthier. And so that's why that's why it's good to stop and smell the roses. And this is a geranium. Now, geranium does not smell like the geraniums outside that we plant. Not at all. I really like the geranium because I sometimes will wear it as a perfume. And it's very, very beneficial for emotions. And so
I can tell it's a different from the other three.
Okay.
I'm not really smelling it, but
Right.
I do sense a difference.
Okay, good. I'm gonna use some geranium too. Actually, geranium is good for balance and calming as well. So that's fun. Okay, there's our geranium. And our final oil that we're going to use today is eucalyptus. Now,
That I know is a calmer.
absolutely, it is. And you know that eucalyptus is in everything as related to colds. And so, again, we're going to put the drops in there. And that helps to, again, works right in the sinuses. That's why eucalyptus is used in cough drops and all of those things. Now, sometimes those are not really real, it's more of a fragrance than the essential oil. The essential oils are different because how they are produced is they actually take and they crush all the pieces of the leaves together, and then through a distilling process, the essential oil of the plant itself is extracted from the plant. Now, we do only use the very first pressing of it. We don't ever, or the first come through. We never use anything outside of the very first one. Many of the oil companies do. And so, yes, they can say it's an essential oil, but it may be only 1% essential oil and then other products added together, which is why sometimes essential oils will cause people a reaction, but it's not the essential oil that's the reaction, it's what they've done with it. It's the process that they've done. Some of them even use chemicals to extract the oil.
Seems to be an oxymoron.
It does. It certainly does. Absolutely. Bill Lyman wrote a great book that describes each one of the oils. He did a whole research on it. It's a really great book. So those are our 5 oils. So if you have a pencil, I'm going to give those to you again. Number 1 is, I should have put this in. Number 1 is peppermint. Number 2 was lemongrass. Number 3 was clove. Number 4 was geranium. And number 5 is eucalyptus. Now, when you get home, you'll do that morning and night. And we're going to get to follow you and see how you've done with it.
Okay.
There has been many documented cases where people have regained and retrained their scent of smell to get it back again. It's been extremely successful with people, and so I'm very excited to try this one.
Well, I'm very hopeful. Thank you so much.
Our 5 oils again are number 1, peppermint, number 2, lemongrass, number 3, clove, number 4, geranium, number 5 is eucalyptus. And you notice we use 5 different kinds because peppermint awakens all of your senses. and actually works on all of them. Number 2 is lemongrass, so that's the citrusy. And then you have clove, which is a spicy. And then geranium, which is a floral scent. And eucalyptus, which is, again, the minty fragrance. So, or kind of even a woodsy, can be a woodsy smell. So it's to try to help you regain all of those. Now we could add a few in extra, but these are the basic 5. There's a couple other ones, but I just wanted to stay with 5 basic. So those are
I think that's probably a smart, try the 5 basic first.
Yes.
And
yes.
then
and
if you're having success, you might want to try adding others.
And as you go through this, we'll just keep following your process. And
Okay.
We'll talk soon.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Laura.
All right. Well, thank you from Healthy Living and Thorley Blessings. If you are interested in some smell therapy, just send me a text.